And no Vile Teachers, no Malagos to finish out the game, but you know, if you get enough of those big minions out there, there's only so many saps.
Yeah, I think the benefit here, though, at least for the Rogue in NaviOOT, is that this is one of the only slow decks in the whole lineup from Tansoku.
Right.
And this means that he can actually just cash in on that, because Rogue does well versus slow decks. And as we can see with cards like the Quest Adventurer, for example, get a good conceal off, and there's nothing that Druid can really do about it. The Swift nod, like, yeah, Engine of War's okay.
Yeah.
And it's more than likely we're going to get to turn 7 in this matchup. So NaviOOT not in a terrible position. What's the Swashbuckler going to go? Is he going to double up?
Cenarius, not too bad.
You know what? Druid, you may be able to ramp, but I also have late game minions now, as NaviOOT does get 2 pretty good draws off the Swashbucklers. So pretty impactful cards, seeing more and more use in Rogue recently.
By the way, as we take a look at NaviOOT's decks here, I believe there's no Shadow Strikes. So that's kind of a big deal as far as the Swashbucklers staying on the board. Tansoku might want to get rid of both of them and then play the Fandral afterwards so that Eviscerate can't really kill it off.
Yep, you kind of want to set Fandral up in the safest possible position or just gain instant value from it. So even next turn, the option of Fandral into Raven Idol should be enough, or even now, Fandral, Innovate.
Right.
Wrath onto the Tomb Pillager and the Raven Idol as well, just for good measure. And this is a pretty heavy turn overall.
Yeah, this is pretty juicy here for Tansoku. You saw him, he saved the Raven Idol since turn 1. He saved this Wrath for this particular turn. Gonna go ahead and see what he picks up with the Raven Idol right now.
Does get the double benefit, is going to be a minion and a spell choice due to the Fandral ability. And ooh,
Dark Arakoa is actually a card that he has in his deck, speaking of Tansoku, so this will be the second one. And he's choosing between whether he wants that or Baron Geddon. I feel like if you put Dark Arakoa in your deck already...
Are you trying to say he's not considering Leroy, D2?
Well, I was looking at the Baron Geddon as well. Those are all pretty good minions there. 2 legendaries? I mean, that's what you want to see when you get a Raven Idol choice. Ooh, wow.
That's huge. So Tansoku couldn't have picked a better card if he knew the hand of NaviOOT. There's an Ancient of War and a Cenarius in hand, and he goes for the second mulch straight away. And this is actually going to be pretty huge, almost negating the Swashbuckler draws from NaviOOT.
Right, but we do have to keep in mind that there are the Questing Adventures and there is the Edmund Van Cleave, so that was probably what Tansoku was thinking about, but yeah, it's going to come in handy, certainly.
Pretty clean kill on the Fandral overall, being able to utilize the SI7 agent there and just get a minion on the board to try and start, being the aggressor for the Rogue here. But the Dark Arakoa is going to put a bit of a stop to that, and there's nothing great in hand that NaviOOT can do to deal with it.
Yeah, nothing at all, and I'm curious to see if Tansoku, obviously, or not obviously, but he can kind of read into the fact that there's no sap in hand right now. I wonder if he's just going to go for the clear with his Lifeless Raven Moves, or is he going to use the Dark Arakoa to get value now, and then you have the removal on hand for later?
It's definitely a tough one, because if he doesn't go for the clear and just, as in the clear with the spells, he could actually just go for Nourish as well and just be able to make his hand even more full, draw extra cards, but doesn't need it quite yet, as he does have a lot of options.
He's using the mulch.
Oh.
This feels bad.
Okay. He used his real mulch and not his mulch from the Raven Idol. So this is kind of crazy.
But there's a Hogger! NaviOOT is rolling so high on these draws, so to speak, from the Swashbuckler and the mulch here. So, and all that aside, he's going to go for the Gadgetzan as well. So this is all of a sudden pretty crazy, because I've never seen such a dense hand from a Rogue before.
Yeah, and this is the turn where, this is the turn setting up for NaviOOT, trying to just go off a little bit in terms of just cycling most of his deck with this Gadgetzan. He's going to even use the backstab now, just in case. Why not? And draws into the Drake, and he's very upset seeing that Azure Drake by the looks of things.
Oh, Rag off the top! Oh my goodness, this is absolutely huge.
Oh.
Okay, this is a huge... In fact, if it hits the face, it's kind of a big deal as well.
There's no particular bad target for Rag. I think face is the worst if we have to pick out the 2, but it does end up sniping the Gadgetzan. Stealth is not enough to hide from the Fire Lord himself. And he's going to clear up the Gadgetzan and reduce the big turn that I was just discussing that NaviOOT was going to have this turn. And this is suddenly a huge, huge problem. Is if he uses the Avistico, the Arakoa, then
there's still a Rag.
Well, it's not even that. Maya Keeper just hero power kills the 4/4 anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So the damage is just already on, on the board,
and he can
easily
just swipe.
available.
He can just swipe anyway. He has Nurse into swipe. You know, okay, is there lethal here? There might be a 50-50 lethal, or even just a guaranteed lethal. Hold on.
Everybody stop.
Uh-oh. He's going for the mulch. I think he's fought it already. Or not. Maybe. No, never mind. He's going for
Right.
Okay. There might be some sort of lethal here. Caster math is very hard.
If he goes for the mulch, there isn't, because he can't live in... I think if he didn't go for the mulch, he has...
He has 8 in
16.
hand after the mulch, so 11. And then plus the 8 would be 19. I think he has a 50-50 lethal, though.
Yeah, he does.
Because he has 8 in hand, 10, 11. 11 plus the 3 is 14. So yeah, he has exactly a 50-50 lethal potentially. I think we just go for it. Yeah,
that's my vote. Because the thing is as well, if he doesn't get the... I mean, I understand this play as well. If he goes for the mulch, then it's just so safe, right? He puts him super low anyway, and then he can just more than likely do the damage next turn without any fear of, say, sap, cold blood, a big swing, conceal. And then there's even more of a problem in it. He's really just removing the options for NaviOOT to even get back into this game. I mean, there's the Rag, puts your opponent to 3, and you have Living Roots, hero power next turn, and
the headphones are coming off. NaviOOT has had enough.
That's gonna be it.
Tansoku has stolen. I can say, I think I'm pretty